Welcome to our countdown of the top 10 cult movies that are absolutely deserving of sequels. Each of these films has carved out a special place in movie history with unique storytelling, memorable characters, and loyal fan bases. Let's dive into these classics and explore what could make for epic follow-ups. Number 10, Dredd. Directed by Pete Travis and starring Carl Urban as the tough-as-nails Judge Dredd, Dredd brought the grungy dystopian world of Mega City 1 to life in an unforgettable way. This film stands out for its gritty realism and relentless pacing, with Urban giving a pitch-perfect performance as the unyielding law enforcer. Fans were captivated by this brutal, neon-soaked vision of the future, where justice is dispensed at the end of a gun. Despite rave reviews from fans and strong home media sales, Dredd never got the theatrical success it deserved. But there's so much more story to tell in this world of rogue judges, warring megacities, and high-stakes crime. A sequel could dive deeper into the dangerous politics of Mega City 1, with Dredd facing new threats to justice, and maybe even questioning his own ironclad rules. Number 9. The Nice Guys. Directed by Shane Black, The Nice Guys is a brilliant buddy cop comedy that teams up Ryan Gosling as bumbling private investigator Holland March and Russell Crowe as the rough-and-tumble enforcer Jackson Healy. Set in the glamorous but gritty world of 1970s Los Angeles, this film is packed with hilarious banter, unforgettable chemistry, and unpredictable plot twists. The Nice Guys was loved for its blend of action, dark humor, and nostalgic vibes, becoming a modern cult favorite. A sequel could see these unlikely partners embroiled in a new case, one even crazier and more dangerous than the last. Whether it's the seedy underbelly of Hollywood or a political conspiracy, watching Crowe and Gosling dive back into the chaos would be a treat for fans. Number 8. District 9. Directed by Neil Blomkamp, District 9 is an unforgettable sci-fi movie that blends social commentary with intense action. Starring Sharlto Copley as Wikus van der Merwe, a bureaucrat who becomes infected by an alien virus, this film takes us into a world where extraterrestrials, derogatively called prawns, are forced to live in poverty and segregation. As Wikus undergoes his transformation, he forms an unlikely alliance with the aliens, leading to a thrilling and emotional journey. Blomkamp ended District 9 with an open-ended tease, hinting at a potential return for Wikus and the alien resistance. A sequel could explore whether the aliens return to Earth and whether Wikus might finally regain his humanity, or embrace his new alien identity entirely. Number 7. Big Trouble in Little China. From the mind of director John Carpenter, Big Trouble in Little China stars Kurt Russell as the hilariously overconfident trucker Jack Burton, who gets roped into a supernatural adventure in San Francisco's Chinatown. With its blend of martial arts, mysticism, and offbeat humor, the film was way ahead of its time, and Russell's clueless hero is both charming and entertaining. Over the years, this film has gained a cult following, with fans eager to see more of Jack's wild adventures. Imagine a sequel where Jack stumbles into yet another mystical mess, facing off against even more dangerous spirits and monsters. Carpenter's world is rich with possibilities, and Russell's unique take on the reluctant hero would bring it all together. Number 6. Stardust. Directed by Matthew Vaughn and based on Neil Gaiman's novel, Stardust is a whimsical fantasy adventure that follows Tristan, played by Charlie Cox, on his journey to retrieve a fallen star who turns out to be a woman, portrayed by Claire Danes. This magical world is brimming with witches, pirates, and cosmic adventures, creating a storybook setting that fans can't get enough of. Vaughn brought this world to life with beautiful visuals and a fairy tale charm that's hard to find. A sequel could dive deeper into the kingdoms beyond the wall or follow a new character on a quest through this enchanting landscape. With Gaiman's creative touch and Vaughn's cinematic vision, there's so much more story waiting to be told. Number 5. The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai. Across the Eighth Dimension, this wild, genre-blending cult classic, directed by W.D. Richter, follows Buckaroo Banzai, a rock star, neurosurgeon, and adventurer played by Peter Weller. Buckaroo and his eclectic team face off against aliens from the Eighth Dimension, bringing together sci-fi, comedy, and adventure like never before. At the end of the film, fans were teased with a follow-up, Buckaroo Banzai versus the World Crime League, which sadly never happened. With today's tech and fresh storytelling, a sequel could dive back into Buckaroo's absurdly entertaining world, introducing new enemies and even crazier dimensions for him to explore. Number 4. Galaxy Quest. Directed by Dean Parisot, Galaxy Quest is a sci-fi comedy that stars Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver, and Alan Rickman as the washed-up actors from a Star Trek-like TV show who are mistaken for real heroes by aliens. This movie is beloved for its witty take on fandom, sci-fi tropes, and the unlikely heroes who rise to the occasion. With a dedicated fan base and such a fun premise, Galaxy Quest is begging for a sequel that could explore the cast reuniting once again to save the universe. Imagine the laughs and heartfelt moments as these characters navigate a new galactic crisis. Number 3. Constantine. Directed by Francis Lawrence and starring Keanu Reeves, Constantine introduces us to the dark, supernatural world of John Constantine, an exorcist and demon hunter. Reeves's gritty, intense performance brought depth to this anti-hero, and fans have been clamoring for more ever since. With advances in horror and fantasy CGI, a sequel could take Constantine on even darker, more dangerous missions, blending horror, action, and philosophical questions about heaven, hell, and redemption. And with Reeves's current popularity, a return to this fan-favorite role would be incredible. Number 2. Master and Commander: The Far Side of the World. Directed by Peter Weir, Master and Commander is a historical epic based on the novels by Patrick O'Brian, following the adventures of Captain Jack Aubrey, played masterfully by Russell Crowe. This beautifully shot and deeply atmospheric film brings the Napoleonic Wars to life, filled with sea battles, camaraderie, and breathtaking landscapes. Crowe's performance as the brave, complex Captain Aubrey won over fans, who are eager for more of these adventures. With over 20 books in the series, there's a treasure trove of stories for a sequel that dives back into life on the high seas. Number 1. The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing is one of the greatest horror films of all time, starring Kurt Russell as R.J. MacReady, the leader of a research team in Antarctica that encounters a shape-shifting alien. The film's shocking ending left audiences wondering who, if anyone, survived, and whether the alien threat was truly defeated. A sequel could explore the psychological horror of a new team discovering the remains of the original outpost, or even encountering a new form of the Thing in another isolated location. With Carpenter's knack for atmospheric dread and Russell's iconic portrayal, revisiting this terrifying world would be both chilling and thrilling for horror fans. Thanks for watching. Which cult movie would you want to see return to the big screen? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into films' hidden gems and cult classics.